Hello humanity, citizenry. I'd like to make a video because there was a short component of the previous video where the video feed was cut off. So the audio was there, but the video feed was cut off. So I want to do it in a way in which I start reading that part from the point that was cut off. And then you can have that bit as well, because this is very important. This is a historical moment for humanity, for Earth, for the citizenry, for the Republic. So I'm going to read it for all of you one more time, so you can have that second video there if you want to watch it with a facial motion. There is no limit as to the number of citizenry candidates that can register to run for a constituency. Citizenry candidates are citizens, no exceptions. Electoral Transparency and Oversight Committee is formed from 20% of the elected citizenry constituency candidates of constituencies, elected legislative officials, randomly chosen, equal in status, to warrant free elections based on transparency, end-to-end ballot counting visibility, accountability, etc., and so on. The citizenry and the public is free to form watches and have custody of the votes until the end of each election cycle. The citizenry have freedoms to veto the Electoral Transparency and Oversight Committee to warrant electoral freedoms. Election dates, term length, and periods remain the same. The free press, whether public or private, foreign or domestic, must adhere to electoral freedoms. The citizenry of the Republic have electoral freedoms, warranting impartiality, unbiased mediums and media, thus equally distributing the voices of all citizenry constituency candidates across all their distribution networks and channels without exception. During local, central, judicial, electoral cycles, the free press must warrant and guarantee equally distributed space covered throughout the whole end-to-end electoral cycle to all citizenry constituencies candidates. The citizenry constituency candidates can form any number of debates, conversations, events, etc., and so on, and the like across constituencies. The free press, mediums, and media must be present and cover all debates. The citizenry constituency candidate cannot run for multiple constituencies simultaneously. The number of seats at the House of Government must be equally distributed, not proportional, in terms of electoral populations, also accounting for population growth. For example, the electoral constituency ratio to representation needs to be within a per capita band range, warranting and guaranteeing equal representation across all citizenry constituencies of the Republic. Citizenry constituency representation ratio for each citizenry constituency candidacy. Central seat, legislative branch, equals one citizenry constituency candidate for 20,000 citizenry constituents. Judicial police, judicial branch, seat equals 2 citizenry constituency candidates for 10,000 citizenry constituents. Local seat, local government, equals 1 citizenry constituency candidate for 5,000 citizenry constituents. Buildings of government are owned by the citizenry of the Republic. Natural security and secrecy, transparency and privacy freedoms apply. The citizenry are the citizens of the Republic. No exceptions. Citizens have freedoms to lend and borrow funds to other permanent residents and certain eligible visa holders. Citizens are, as per financial freedoms and issue of currency freedoms, de facto banks. No usury terms allowed, punishable by law. The state and the government have no freedoms, liberties, and or rights. The citizenry of our republic, Earth's republic, have all freedoms, liberties, and rights. The state and the government are owned by the citizenry of the republic. Department of Justice, judicial branch, and the legal system. Preamble. The Department of Justice is owned by the citizenry of the republic. Above anything else, the purpose of the Department of Justice is to warrant and guarantee legal freedoms and all pertaining freedoms forever, infinitely. Veto freedoms apply. Freedoms and contract law. Freedoms cannot be negotiated away. Any way, shape, or form of agreement and of or contract under any jurisdiction on Earth and outside Earth's orbit, implying such anti-freedom deeds directly, indirectly, covertly, overtly, aware, unaware, conscious, unconscious, etc., and so on, are hereby declared null and void by the citizenry of the Republic forever, infinitely. Defense and self-defense freedoms apply. The Department of Defense and the Department of State are owned by the citizenry of the Republic. Veto freedoms apply. Rights of corporations, trusts, institutions, NGOs, foundations, social enterprises, sole traders, intergovernmental and international treaties and agreements, entities, etc., no exceptions. They have no freedoms, liberties, and or rights. The citizenry of the Republic have all freedoms, liberties, and rights. Individual benefits, stipends, pensions, superannuation, etc., and so on are hereby declared obsolete. Financial freedoms and issue of currency freedoms apply. Department of State. Preamble. Above anything else, the purpose of the Department of State is to warrant and guarantee the freedoms, liberties, and rights of the citizenry of the Republic abroad and outside Earth's orbit forever, infinitely. Any currently binding treaties and or agreements hindering, prohibiting, and or stopping, depriving our citizenry and our Republic from exercising full freedoms, liberties, and rights abroad and outside Earth's orbit are withdrawn and to be renegotiated at our will, here and now, by the citizenry to warrant and guarantee all our infinite freedoms and constitutional framework. All states and entities, including the UN and Red Cross, intergovernmental and international treaties and agreements, including the Holy See, etc., and so on, and the like, are included. No exceptions. The Department of State acts as the official representative of our Republic on behalf of our citizenry regarding other nations, peoples, states, etc., and so on, and the like. The Department of State is owned by the citizenry of the Republic. Veto freedoms apply. Treasury. Preamble. Above anything else, the purpose of the Treasury is to warrant and guarantee the issue of currency freedoms and financial freedoms of, by, for, our citizenry, and the Republic, forever, infinitely, eternally. The Treasury is owned by the citizenry of the Republic. Veto freedom supply. Humanity. Just wanted to do this bit again for you, for the annals of history. This historical document needs to be fully recorded in both ways, audio and video. I love you all. We are free, forever, infinitely.